So Gringotts right now is 105 minutes. I'm going to test and see how long the single rider is and how much time it saves you. So I will be updating when I am through the queue. It's currently a 105-minute wait for standby. We'll see how much it is for single rider. So I just got off of Escape from Gringotts. It had a posted 105-minute wait, and it took me 28 minutes through the single rider line. So that's a difference of 77 minutes that was saved from not being in the standby line. So when they say that the single rider line will move quicker, they are not kidding. Like, it was just under a half an hour for a hour and a half long posted wait. So if you don't mind your party being split up, it's a great way to ride that ride. But if everyone wants to end up traveling together, then yeah, you have to wait in that or pay for that extremely crazy express pass that I mentioned. So basically, just being able to do a single rider saved a ton of time on that one alone. I'm going to check a few other rides while I have the time today to see. But at the very least, that ride saved me an hour and a half. So single rider is paying off pretty well for next time. All right, so I'm headed over to Transformers The Ride 3D. As you can tell, it's a very sunny and breezy day. I'm going to see what the posted wait time is on that one, and also how long the single rider saves on that one as well. I do not believe I have to check my bag on this one, so I should just be able to walk up and check it out. But I'm walking past what used to be Jaws, R.I.P. Bruce. Things are still decorated for Christmas, which is interesting because it's the first week of January, and kind of expect that things turn over quick. I haven't been in the Disney park, so I don't know if they've already taken stuff down or not, but at least in Universal, they're still celebrating it like it's Christmas. There's the boatyard, Jaws, Amity Island, and yeah, it's a nice day today, all things considered. There is a posted 50-minute 50 wait line for standby, so I will see how quickly single rider saves. So just got out of Transformers. It was a posted 50-minute wait. It took me about 27 minutes to get through that. So saved roughly 23 minutes. Not as big of a savings as the Gringotts for sure, but still decent. I mean, like, basically saved a half an hour, which is pretty good. It's a good ride. I mean, like, it's nothing fantastic, but I mean, it's kind of cool just to sit and watch. And it's one of the ones that you actually get to carry a bag on with you too, so it's nice not having to deal with the locker stuff. But another half an hour saved from single rider, so definitely been worthwhile thus far. So next time. So Mummy is currently at 45 minutes. I'm gonna check and see what the single rider time looks like on that after all is said and done. And I will be back after that. So I just got off of the Mummy. It was about a 23-minute wait for single rider. So from the 50 posted, it saved about 27 minutes on that. Not too bad. And again, about another half an hour. Yeah, and I'm just walking around the parks now. I think I'm heading over to Islands of Adventure. Maybe I'll try and ride some of the single riders there before the end of the day. But thus far, single riders saved me an hour and a half, 30. So like 2.5 hours today. Not too shabby at all. But again, you can split up your party when you do that. I mean, luckily enough, sometimes they need multiple single riders that you could potentially go as a group and still ride together, but it's definitely not expected. Like the Mummy ride I just got off of, they had 4 single riders just in a row and take up a lane. I don't know why they did that. Maybe that the single rider line was way too backed up and that's what they wanted to do. But it's not guaranteed, but at the very least, if it's like, if you just want to ride the ride and you don't necessarily care about riding the ride with someone, single ride is the way to do it. But other kind of rides like Men in Black, where you're actually competing against each other and you have different scores, I think that's worth doing together as opposed to doing the single rider. And then again, Men in Black really never gets that long of a wait. So, but that's it for now. I'm just strolling, seeing who's over at the Minion area right now, because I keep trying to check and see if there's minions, but no. Thus far, they've only had Vector, and they've also only had the girls, and then they have some dancers from, I think, the movie Sing. So they haven't had minions out there anytime I've walked by, which is weird, because I know they have them, but because I wouldn't mind getting a picture with a minion. But anyway, so I'm just I'm heading out of Universal Orlando, Universal Studios. I'm gonna head over to Islands of Adventure. I'm not taking the Hogwarts Express because I don't want to wait an hour for a 5-minute walk, and the little video is not worth it. So anyway, till next time. So now that I've gotten out of Hogsmeade, I can breathe a little easier because it is packed in Hogsmeade. Like, it's always packed in Hogsmeade, but damn, was it super packed today. The Dr. Seuss area is very scary. I don't know what's going on over there. So I wrote Forbidden Journey. I tried to record the video of me walking up to the lockers. I don't know if I'll end up keeping that video or not because it, as you would imagine, was very crazy trying to get through people and whatnot. So right now, I just got out of Hogsmeade and they had a posted 65-minute wait for Forbidden Journey, and it roughly took 11 and a half minutes. So I believe it was 11 and a half minutes. Basically, when I did the math, it ended up being like 53 and a half minutes I saved because of single rider. So it seems like most of the big savings today have been in the Hogwarts types of things. Like Escape from Gringotts ended up saving me, I think, like 90 minutes or something crazy. And then this one just basically ended up saving me an hour. So both of those rides were posted for extremely long, but the single rider was pretty quick. Now, I went up to Hagrid's to potentially ride that because I've been feeling a bit emboldened today. Not so emboldened I'm going to ride Velocicoaster or the Hulk, or Rip Ride Rocket, but still emboldened all the same. So I was like, all right, I want to ride Hagrid's today. I went over there. It's 120 minutes, so it's a 2-hour wait. I said, all right, that's what it's posted. So single rider's probably like, I don't know, maybe an hour, maybe 90 minutes, right? So someone asked at the end of the queue what the wait time was for that, and they said that it was still 120 minutes, usually for the single rider. And I was like, okay, so it'd still be 2 hours if I waited. Now, I want to ride Hagrid's, but I'm not waiting 2 hours today to do that. Especially since I'm solo dolo today, and I don't want to wait by myself in a 2-hour queue, not doing anything that interesting. Especially because my phone's been fighting me all day in terms of me editing and trying to do stuff. It keeps crashing and freezing, and it's been a bad day for me to try and get stuff done while I've been in the queues. Because that's normally what I do. Because if I'm in a long queue, there's a loop-de-loop on the Hulk. Normally what I do is I'll edit some videos or I'll rewatch what I've what I recorded, just to make sure that it doesn't look like bad, or I don't say or do anything, or I don't have like food all over my face or anything like that, right? So I didn't have the ability to do that because my phone kept freezing or crashing today. It just was not agreeing with me at all. So basically, I didn't have anything to do in the 2-hour queue, and I wasn't standing there by myself for 2 hours in the hagrid. So I hit three single riders, showed a pretty good savings. I'll do the math, and I'll probably do another video when I get back to the hotel on the whole thing. And all of these should be combined in one video, because I could do that now. But I also rode Men in Black a few times, and that was basically a walk-on. I believe it was posted at like 20 or 35 minutes, and it was a walk-on each time. But I didn't start actually caring about that time until I got to Diagon Alley, where I started keeping track of it. So I'm not counting those in the equation, but single rider on Men in Black was pretty easy too. But that's also, again, one of those other rides that I recommend doing with your actual family or friends or whoever you're going with, because the competition element is important to that ride to be able to score. And also, funny enough, when I rode Men in Black today, my first time I rode it through, I got like 430K, which is not great. And then I went back, I jumped in single rider, and I did it again. And when I did it again, I got like 250K. And I was like, wow, that was drastically worse than what I just did. And the guy next to me, who was an old guy, sort of like looked over at me and was like, good shooting, kid. And I just laughed, and I was just like, thanks. I was like, this isn't my best score, but, and he was like, well, what's your best score? And I was like 700K, and he was like, that's pretty good. Especially because he had like 49K, so he was very impressed with my 250. But you know, it wasn't my best. So after that, I was a little bit disheartened to be like, I don't want to go and try and do another ride in Men in Black. Let me go do some other stuff, because I got worse on the second one. I think it's because I was looking for Frank the Pug, because I heard that he's on that ride, but I didn't see Frank the Pug, so I don't understand. Anyway, I think I'll probably have to do some more research as to the good elements of that ride, as to where to shoot, because I have it down for Buzz Lightyear, but I don't super have it down for Men in Black yet. But anyway, the single rider was pretty successful all day today. It's nice to be able to do that, especially because the express pass is so expensive. And yeah, I mean, it was a good day. I mean, I got here at like, my day was done at 10:30. I jumped on the bus at 10:45. I probably got here about 11ish or so. Strangely enough, I had to take off my belt today in security. Usually, security's really good at Universal and easy for me, but they wanted me to take off my belt, and I'm like, okay, but like, my pants are falling down, and I don't know. It was a thing. But anyway, it was pretty, I got here about 11, so I didn't rope drop anything. I had work this morning. I didn't rope drop anything. I didn't make anything too productive. But when I came in, everything was already kind of high. So, but the good thing about that single rider is just the fact that even if things are high and you end up coming in the middle or later in the day when crowds are fairly high, you're able to get through that queue fairly quickly. I mean, some of the queues are important, so I wouldn't recommend going through the single rider on your first time, so that way you can understand the story. I mean, some of them, the story is so insane that doesn't even super matter, but still. So, yeah, it was a good day. I snacked on some stuff. It wasn't my favorites in terms of the things I was snacking on today, but I'm potentially going to get some barbecue shortly, because Universal never wows me with food, and I usually leave there, end up being hungry. So I'm heading out now. Nightly City Walk, dining, dancing, cocktails. Oh. I normally leave Universal semi-hungry. I mean, like, I'm walking by Cowfish, which is fantastic. If
it wasn't just me, I would potentially book a cowfish reservation. But I'm not go. I don't go into any of these fancy restaurants and eat solo. So I usually just try and snack or pick up something. But tonight I'm probably going to get barbecue semi near my hotel that I've seen a couple of times driving by, and I've heard that it's good. And I don't think I've had really great barbecue thus far. I'm also potentially going to a different barbecue spot this week for lunch, but that will probably be with my coworkers, so I probably won't be able to record that. Or maybe will record it and I'll do a voiceover later like I did for the other one. But as of right now, I'm heading out of City Walk, and it was a fairly productive day. I hit a lot of stuff. I had fun. Universal's doesn't have a lot going on right now that's different. I mean, Disney doesn't either. Sorry, someone just shoulder checked me. Disney doesn't either because it's in that weird in-between phase where it's like, it's not the holidays anymore, but yeah. So it's kind of in a weird phase. But at the very least, I had a good time today. It's finally starting to get cloudy. It's not too sunny, so it's probably a good time to call it for the day. But I'll wrap up everything and probably do another update video later. So, till next time.